Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome to AdamMcKola TV. We are back with another Matt Reacts, and today we're looking at the stories that Kieran Trippier is about to sign for Manchester United. This comes hot on the heels of Tom Heaton, who looks like he's going to be signing a contract with Manchester United at the end of July on a free transfer. And it looks like we could be getting Kieran Trippier as well if you look at the latest reports in what could be a pretty cheap deal with Atletico Madrid, who need the cash at the moment. Kieran Trippier has 1 year left on his contract, and if these reports are correct, he's looking for a move back to England. He's a boyhood Manchester United fan as well, which could mean he wants to join the club even more. And we'll look at the reports, we'll look at some stats over the last his career, and of course the last season as well. And also, who could be next if Tom Heaton does come in? If Kieran Trippier does come in, who could be next? There's already rumours about that. So make sure you're keeping it locked, you're liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing. But first off, as I said, let's have a look at some of these reports. First one come from MEN, and they said Solskjaer is understood to be unsatisfied with Aaron Wan Bissaka's attacking output and has identified Kieran Trippier as an ideal competitor. Trippier hails from a Manchester United supporting family and would relish playing for his boyhood club. That come from MEN. Then Laurie Whitwell from The Athletic said Kieran Trippier is a very live target for Manchester United. Work initiated to see after coming close in the winter window, United can complete the right back's return to Manchester this summer. Now, it seemed like we were going to sign him in January, but because he was banned around over some informing one of his mates he was going to sign for Atletico Madrid, and then his mate bet on it and all that stuff, he was given a ban for that, which I believe he did appeal, and the move fell through to Man United in January, and Sam Pilger backed that up as well. He said United are very interested in Kieran Trippier. He probably would have already joined United in January if he wasn't banned. There is a good chance that it happens now. So all these signs seem to be pointing to Kieran Trippier joining Manchester United. He has recently gone out and said he loves Atletico Madrid, but that hasn't dampened these rumours, because you can love a club and still potentially want to leave. He's obviously English, maybe he'll want to come back to the country. No contract has been signed with Atletico Madrid as well, and you'd expect they'd want to get a renewal signed before allowing him to leave on a free next summer. And if Manchester United are going to pay a fee, they seem up to do that. Now, something that was in one of those reports was Solskjaer is unhappy with Aaron Wan Bissaka's attacking output. Now, I think many people can say that that is probably the weakest part of Aaron Wan Bissaka's game, although he's improved in it over the course of the season. There's also talk about teams targeting Aaron Wan Bissaka as almost like a trigger to press, and when the ball goes to Aaron Wan Bissaka, they press him knowing him that he's not completely natural on the ball, and they can potentially get a turnover of possession and counter-attack Manchester United. Now, with teams doing those kind of things, it will mean in some games, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, especially where we're looking to attack, and that's where Kieran Trippier would come in, maybe we'd look to have a stronger attacking option, or at least someone that can help Aaron Wan Bissaka in his development. It means that he plays less games. He played an awful lot of football last year. Now he's a young lad. He's a young, fit lad, and he's strong and all those kind of things. But if you play him less, you'll get more out of him. And that's the idea here, competition. And I actually think it could be a very good signing for Manchester United. A cheap deal, someone that's experienced. Obviously, he was at Manchester City as a kid, played for Barnsley in a loan deal, had a good full season there for them in the Championship. Then he was at Burnley for 4 seasons as well, which culminated in a season in the Premier League before moving to Spurs, where he enjoyed some great times under Poch, and then moving to Atletico Madrid, where he's been pretty successful there as well. Now, his next move is that Manchester United. We'll look at the stats closer to last year. He played 28 games for Atletico Madrid, who eventually won the title. 6 assists for him from that position as well, with an average rating of 7.20 on the Who Scored rating. He played in the Champions League 7 times for them as well. So this isn't a player that hasn't played much football over the last couple of years. And yes, he's not getting any younger, but he's still of a good age. And a good age to provide competition, and especially if he's not going to, I can't see him coming in and being first choice, because defensively, and I think that has to be your strongest attribute as a defender, Aaron Wan Bissaka is better than him. But in different formations against different opposition, we're expected to peg back. maybe you can play Kieran Trippier. Gives you an option to go 3 at the back. Aaron Wan Bissaka as a right centre back, him as a wing back as well. Aaron Wan Bissaka, I think, would look pretty good as a right centre back without having all that focus on him having to get forward. I think he'd look really strong, especially with his recovery and his tackles and everything. So I do actually think this could be a smart move. Tom Heaton as a third choice goalkeeper as well isn't, it's an improvement on Lee Grant or Sergio Romero or whoever you consider to be our third choice. And if United are going out to get Tom Heaton, going out to get Kieran Trippier in cheap deals, whilst I can understand people going, whoa, what are the Glazers doing everything on the cheap here? If we can get the squad positions that we need to fill, because having a rotation option for Aaron Wan Bissaka is a good choice, especially if Diogo Dalot doesn't stay at the club. Then you look at Tom Heaton coming in to replace Joel Pereira, Sergio Romero, Lee Grant. I don't see that as a bad move at all. It could actually be some shrewd business to help accompany our squad at the start of the window, but that has to be followed up with stronger business. Now, there's also talks about Raphael Varane, and there's talk that he can leave Real Madrid for 35 to 40 million euros if he does not renew his contract this summer. Now, that would be a snip of a deal for Man United. Even if we got him for 50, 60 million, I'd be all over bringing Raphael Varane to this club. And starting the summer with Heaton, Trippier, Varane, there's talk about Sancho. There's then where we would need to get strengthened in that DM position. It could actually prove to be a decent summer, but we hear all these rumours all the time, we see all these things all before, and the past suggests that that won't be the case. But here's hoping, and they've obviously changed things around at the club. And these deals, if Raphael Varane doesn't sign a contract at Real Madrid after all he's achieved there, that could easily happen. United can offer him a good contract, bring in a defender that slots in straight away alongside Harry Maguire, immediately strengthens your team. And if you can get those done, focus on Jadon Sancho, we'd be flying. But as I said, I'm not holding my breath on that one. But some rumours and reports that signal maybe that we're doing things differently. But as I said, this is Manchester United, and we don't always do things simple in the transfer window. But let us know your thoughts in the comments below on the Tom Heaton story, on the Trippier story, on Raphael Varane as well. How would you feel if United started the summer with those signings? How would you feel if those players came in anyway? Imagine slotting a Sancho in alongside those signings and potentially getting that midfielder done. We could have a much stronger squad going into the season, but let's see what happens. Get your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you're liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing as well to AdamMcKola TV. Plenty more coming your way. But for now, I've been AdamMcKola. I'm out of here.